set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Lockett the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Ball carrier. He's tackled.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Out to his left. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Michael Vick.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They set up the screen to Bo. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Rolling to his left. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Toss play to Jackson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Damian Williams, 60 yards. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play fake, Mariota. On the catch, it's Andre Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones.
Mariota's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 26 yards. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, so they take just the one here, and that makes it an 8-7 game in the first. A tight one, 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Vic now. They'll roll him out right. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Dancing to his left. Going deep for him, and that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Flush to his right, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Going for it all. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Mariota eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Well, that's certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need some.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be bouncing.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Lockett the return. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Steps away. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is taken in at the 5. We welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota firing quickly here, and that's complete. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Anthony Sherman there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
54, check, block 54, block 54.
So that one will be accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Vick on the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nifty job there on the scramble. Got 12 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And now he's going to use his legs. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
a gain of 9 yards. And a Colts 1st down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
8.
A 1st down throw coming for Vick. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. 1st down, Vick. Flushed out right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Vick flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
Colts 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. And he's got some space here.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And down inside the 15 he goes. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, Vick out to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. And he's brought down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Colts can now take the lead if they convert the extra point. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive. And he can't get him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Mariota to throw. Flush to his right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, now I think you go on the field, but okay, I see you.
24-yard line.
Here's Vick, sliding out of the pocket. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Vick. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Vick loses the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Vick to throw, rolling to his left. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now Michael Vick steps away. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Operating from the gun, Vick. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Vick going deep for Hopkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number 1 job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now. but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. On first and 10, here's Vick being chased out left. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it second down. Throwing again on second down. Vick. But now he's going to use his legs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down. On third and 1, here's Vick. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this.
On the keeper.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Right side caught by Jackson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw again on second. Way to go on third down. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Vick to throw on fourth down. Buying time to his left. He can run for it. Vick loses the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
A second down throw here for Mariota. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. 20. On it, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great quarters. But then in OT,